Jackson Hayes has got that 7'4" wingspan, so he can do a whole lot with that in terms of creativity. Corner, Hachimura, book it. It's a three.
Getting a rhythm for the zone, and now it's how good can your zone be at adapting to what each other team's trying to do to you.
Shake and bake. James flings it up. It's good, and a foul. Reeves up top. Caught by James. Easy layup.
He can get to the rim at will, especially against this Laker team that does not have great lateral quickness.
Dallas trying to regain the lead, and Christie turns it over. James, the locomotive to the rim. LeBron James, a spin.
Lakers picking up their defense, and LeBron in transition. He sees the matchup.
Personal foul on P.J. Washington. He's trying to defend Hayes in the paint. Cut, Hayes, finish. LeBron James, another assist.
They're one of the worst defenses in the league, and we're seeing that, unfortunately, tonight.
In transition, LeBron James fighting through waves of defenders, and he gets the roll of the banker. LeBron defended by Williams. Washington gave a peek over there. Swing it, Smart. It finally goes down for Marcus Smart. Hayes clears it. LeBron, oh my! A blind pass to Vanderbilt, and a tasty dish from LeBron.
We're all on the same team.
Yes,
It's true. I don't want to create any divides between studio and booth.
Yeah. Good answer. At 44% from beyond the arc. Jones, that three, off the rim, and James has got the board. The triple-double. The fans were aware of it. And now LeBron James has secured it.
Is that his first one of the year, Ryan? Do we know?
Jackson, look, a lot of really nice plays for you and the team tonight, but maybe your smartest was not getting that rebound, letting LeBron get his 10th. I saw you were right next to him. That was a vet move by you.
Yeah, I was about to grab it, and I seen LeBron right in front of me. I knew he had 9, so, I'm going to let him get that.
Well, I mean, Austin did steal one from him on a couple possessions prior.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. He definitely did.
All right, what did you guys need to do to just pull away after Dallas made that run in the second quarter to get back in the game?
We had to lock back in and just focus on the defensive end and just get stops and just play together and play good team ball and get some rebounds.
All right, Jackson, in this first half of the season, a lot of injuries, right? We know LeBron, Luka, and Austin only 10 games together, and yet 12 games over 500. You guys found a way to win games. Can you take that out as a positive as you head into the second half?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We found ways to win in games that we needed to, and we just got to keep it going to the second half of the season and just got to keep bringing it. And take this little break and come back rolling.
All right, so it's not a full break for you, of course, because you're going to be participating in the slam dunk contest. Without spoiling anything you're planning on doing, what are your thoughts now that you can you got past the game part, now you got a couple of days to get ready?
Yeah, I got practice tomorrow, see what I can do still, and we'll see what we do on Saturday.
All right, now, look, is it a little bit harder because people say, oh, you're almost 7 feet tall, right, so they expect a little bit more. Do you have to find ways to be extra creative at that, to do that challenge?
You definitely, I feel like you got to. I mean, you're a heavier person, you got to carry you, a bigger person, you got to get up. It's harder to do stuff. You're not as agile as the smaller guys, so, I mean, we go put on the show. All
right, have some fun with it, all right, man?
It's pretty, but the Lakers get the job done. Put together a nice win heading into the All-Star break. And the Mavs their 9th straight loss, guys. And on a night where you didn't have 2 starters, no Luka Doncic, no DeAndre Ayton, you had 5 Lakers in double figures. You only gave up 104 in a 20-point win. But the big story, LeBron adds to the history books. How about this? Becomes the only player in the history of the NBA to post a triple-double. The oldest player at 41 years old to post a triple-double. Big game, 28, 12, and 10.
Amazing. I got a feeling there's going to be a few more records that only a 41-year-old has broken in the NBA. You know, the last game before the All-Star break, Luka's out. You know, you might think that LeBron's going to just, like, take it easy and, go into the All-Star weekend. But I think he understood the significance of this game and comes out and gets a freaking triple-double. He just loves the game. He led this team. Yeah, they were a little you know, Shady, in the first half, Dallas shot the three ball very well there for a second. The Lakers got that lead, gave it up. That was disappointing, but then they regained it in the third and went on ahead and got the victory. It's a hard game to play, the game before All-Star Weekend. I thought they did a great job. The bench did what they were supposed to do. I think they had, 39 points or so. They had 35 assists tonight. That was good. The ball was moving. And they did what they're supposed to do in the third and fourth quarter to reestablish themselves at home to get the victory. But LeBron, you just can't say enough about his career, and he continues to break records and lead teams the day before All-Star break. I thought he'd take the night off.
Yeah, I mean,
I wanted to take the night off.
I mean, think of it's not even pressure, but think of the weight that LeBron had to carry in this game. You do not want to lose to Dallas. This team had lost 8 in a row, giving up a ton of points a game. Dallas is like an all-star defense every single night these days. And they were right there with the Lakers in that first half, Helly, you know, kind of in a scary situation, like, uh-oh, what's going on here? J.J. Redick surely talked to the team at halftime like, guys, play some defense. Sure enough, the Lakers come out in that third quarter, allow only 19 points, gave up only 22 in the fourth, slogged, got bogged down a little bit in that fourth, kind of a festival of fouls. Both teams in a bonus about halfway through the fourth quarter, but the Lakers just kind of pushed through it. And James, you know, here they're at the break. You know, they're in good position. You know, they're in the top 6. So right now they are not a play-in game, a play-in team. And the deal is for the next 2 months, you just got to stay above that 6-7 line and try to finish top 4 if you can, get that first round here in LA. But bottom line, Allie, they did it. Not a beautiful game. It's not going to be in any season-ending tributes or anything like that. But LeBron was amazing.
They made that run 12-0 kind of at the end of the second quarter. What did you need to do to just re-engage in the third and push things back out to a healthy point?
Just challenge the guys to be better defensively. You know, the stuff we talked about before the game, and partially just the individual pride on the ball and our low man, our shell principles. They weren't sharp in the first half, and thought, we went away from it, the zone when Thompson was on the floor for the most part in the first half, and then did a nice job to start the third. And 41 points in the second half. I thought we definitely we picked it up defensively.
So all things considered, 12 games over 500 going into the break. I think you had 10 games with Reeves and Doncic and James all on the court. Would you say that marks kind of a successful place to build from, and ideally you get guys together to make a push in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned the other day that I did it as a player. I'd probably do it more as a coach. The micro day-to-day stuff that you fret over and you think about all day long. That's one part of this job. The other part is the macro stuff and the big picture stuff. Look, if you told me in September that we'd be, are we 5 in the West or 6?
Like a half game back up.
Yeah. Yeah, we're 5. So we're top 5 in the West, and we've had those guys together for 10 games, and AR's missed some time at an extended stretch. Luka's missed some time. Bron missed the start of the year. You take that. So certainly doesn't mean the day-to-day, internal pressure you put on yourself, and I know the guys put on themselves because they care. Doesn't mean that's going to go away, but you got to feel good about the last 14 games outside of the San Antonio game the other night.
We have it as LeBron scoring or assisting the first 23 points of the game for you guys, which is the longest stretch that he's had to start a game in his career. And there's some clips that the Lakers shared of him kind of like bouncing off the walls pregame, dancing and screaming in the tunnel. How can he impact this group, or how did he impact the group with just his reservoir of energy, and how do they respond to him when he brings it that way?
I think he's done it all season, and he's, from a coaching perspective, he's done everything we've asked of him and everything that sort of should be realistically expected of a guy in his 23rd season. And, you know, I think for him, he spends an inordinate amount of time preparing his body to be able to play at this stage of his career. And I know, you know, he got some work in with St. Jean pregame and just felt like he was in a good flow and rhythm, you know, basketball-wise, beyond just the energy. I think, you know, he's always going to do what is necessary to get ready, to get his body ready to play. But, you know, I think the shooting, the no hesitation, you know, we ran the flash single early and he hits the three behind the screen just without hesitation. So the basketball flow was really good tonight.
JJ, along those lines, he's the oldest player ever now to have a triple-double in this league, past Karl Malone for that record. Just, I mean, at this stage, as these things occur, is it incredible? Do you still find it like how does that stat hit you? Or is just because he's so good most nights, it maybe kind of loses some of his special?
I don't take for granted how good he is. I recognize that on a daily basis. I think it goes back to what I've said on numerous occasions. The more remarkable thing is how much he cares in his 23rd year with all his accomplishments. So it's not the next. He's going to get another oldest player to do X, Y, or Z. He's going to get another one of that. He's going to further cement his scoring record. Like he's going to do all those things. It's really just the day-to-day professionalism and care factor that he exhibits that is the most remarkable thing. He's, like I said the other day, he's got a 23-year prime basically, and there's different versions of him, but that's what's remarkable.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you. Hey guys, everybody enjoy your break. If you're participating in All-Star Weekend, I hope the game is great.